A government shutdown could hit the nation's largest employer very hard. The nation's largest employer, the United States of America itself. The president addresses the nation, asking that politics be pushed aside while Republicans in Congress press for a delay in the health care law. Ebru's Kyle Schmoyer joins us live now from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., with the down-to-the-minute details. Kyle.
Well, Logan, here's what's going on right now inside the halls of Congress there behind me here on Capitol Hill. A leadership within the Republican Party is bringing a resolution to the floor of the House right now that would continue to fully fund the federal government, but it would also put a one-year delay on the individual mandate of Obamacare, the Affordable Health Care Act, and also it would eliminate all exemptions of federal employees, including congressmen and women and staffs here on Capitol Hill, to the health care program. As we know, the Senate and the president say that is a no-go. And so this is only the latest of the ping-ponging we've seen back and forth between Democrats and Republicans, House and Senate, all day long here on Capitol Hill. As Monday dawned on Capitol Hill, the focus turned from the Republican-controlled House to the Democrat-led Senate. Speaker of the House, John Boehner, challenged his colleagues in the Senate.
Senate decided not to work yesterday. Well, my goodness, if there's such an emergency, where are they? It's time for the Senate to listen to the American people, just like the House has listened to the American people, and to pass a one-year delay of Obamacare and a permanent repeal of the medical device tax.
The Senate convened at 2 p.m. and swiftly rejected the House bill, in essence sending a clean CR, continuing resolution to fund the government, back to the House without provisions to delay Obamacare or repeal related taxes. Leading senators spent the afternoon sending a message back to House Republicans.
Shutting down the government is a dangerous game, and the Republicans are playing it. And in that game, there are no winners, and there are only losers. A government shutdown does not stop the Affordable Care Act. Starting tomorrow, millions of Americans will sign up for affordable health insurance, and there's nothing the Republicans can do to stop it.
The bouncing political ball back in the House's court by late afternoon, where many of the staunchest opponents of the Affordable Care Act refused to back down. Some even attacked the president for not getting involved in this congressional back and forth game.
So the president will negotiate with the Iranians. The president will negotiate with the Russians about Syria. But the president and the Senate will not talk to the House.
The president did weigh in on the budget bill crisis from the White House, saying he's not at all resigned to a government shutdown, but rather points to the clean legislation passed by the Senate as the solution.
One faction of one party in one House of Congress, in one branch of government, doesn't get to shut down the entire government just to refight the results of an election.
The president went on to reiterate his point. Congress has two jobs: pass a budget and pay the bills. And the president also said he will be in contact with leaders here on Capitol Hill, whether that be in person or over the phone. He wasn't specific about that, but he says he plans to talk to them today, tomorrow, and Wednesday going forward, if necessary. Logan, the clock is ticking. We are now less than 5.5 hours away from this government shutting down.
All right, Kyle Schmoyer reporting live tonight from the nation's capital. Thank you so much for your report and your insight as well.